Alright, so a little bit of a video, I guess. I'm just sitting here relaxating. Listening to some music, actually. So, this is my captain's chair, make it so and engage and all that. I got my tools and whatnot right here. I don't have to get up. I have all the buttons I need. I don't have to get up. I can even reach the little stick on both these windows and change the level of light coming in. Speaking about changing the light coming in, fix my windows and clean them. These used to have 3 panes of glass, and now they only have the 2 proper panes of glass installed properly, which weren't installed properly. And then this one had a fan in it that was basically just there blowing air out as the best it could to keep the cold out of the room, so I decided to take the fan out, and I put that fan in this hole for a day until I found these windows that were outside probably for a couple of years and weren't broken or chipped or anything. Cleaned them off, wham bam, thank you ma'am, and then I decided, well shit, I can actually hang out the window, so I decided to, put all my P's. So these are all my P's, all wired and cabled in with a drip tray, double drip tray, right? So I'll collect wiring, anyway. So I decided to do the same thing over here, but I only put 4 out here. And not in front of the fan, obviously. And then I decided, well, that frees up that, because this is where my lettuces are going to go. This is where my spinach and Swiss chard and whatever lettuces I make, because it doesn't really need direct light, and I think I can stack them somehow. And I use these different containers to plant the lettuce too. Anyway, so I just thinned up all that stuff, so like my tomato plants, man, either they're going to get lanced or that has to move, and those got to go outside. I just don't want to do it right now, I'm tired. So they really thinned out, right? And then I, took that because it was all peas, and I took all the peas I had, and all the peas from over here too, and, they're also outside. So I have all these peas outside. I have 3 windows facing the front, really, and they're all, like, these ones are the tallest. That's literally ridiculous. Look at the size of the pot compared to that. Anyways, I'm having fun. See, all little guys are gonna get big. When little guys get big, half of these. I got 8 turnip, 8 turnip, no, those right here are the Swiss chard. Those over here are the spinach. I think that over there is a cabbage. And that one's a cabbage. And then these 2 are turnip. So I have 8 turnip, 8 cabbage, 8 Swiss chard, and roughly 8 spinach. Indoors, outdoors. I really like my captain's chair. Okay, so this moves pretty easily to get out there to water that. This opens really easily. Everything's really easy here. Don't think. So what's been funny though since my birthday is the only guy that I talked to about all this stuff, he's 58. So when I turned 38 on the 10th of May, which is Mother's Day, because it's when you're born, man. You gotta be born on Mother's Day to do this kind of stuff, I guess. So, yeah. How many days between our birthdays? So we checked it out. And, 109 days. But, I didn't include end date in calculation where 1 day is added. So, 110 days difference between us. And I've said before that kind of like, I think it's these 5 cells kind of make up my birthday numerically, whereas these 4 cells make up his birthday numerically. So we noticed that. We noticed I'm a 1x5, he's a 1x4. There's 110 days difference between us. Or is it 109? There's a 1 and 9 and an O. Anyway, because it's circled. 110. Right? And, there's another thing I want to talk about. Remember back in the day, I was looking at my old, I'll find it here. Where is it? In the meantime, guys, try not to. All you gotta do is hit G. Isn't that great? I have lots of things to talk about things I've been observing, but, Yeah, it's on this page. So, I was going through my books, and I noticed that there was, like, this 11,732 number everywhere. And I was like, where did I do that? And I remember it's kind of here. So, if you look at the purple stuff here, it kind of looks like Neptune's trident. Like, spike, middle spike, right? The red cells that are not Neptune's trident that make up the edges, and then there's this bunch of yellow stuff. And I remember that something like the purple cells added up to 11,732. And then I remembered that, like, the red cells that are around also added up to 11,732. And I thought that was interesting. Anyways, but if you look at your 11,732, it's all here. It's your 11732. It even shows you for like 11732. It makes a V. And the reason I know this is because what are they doing? Right. Yeah. I should do a podcast where I read the Bible and then interpret it in my own little weird way, but what was I looking for? 11,332. Yeah, that was in that new book. Yeah, maybe this is new. Wouldn't that be nice if I just found it? Phew. Yeah, this. Remember that movie? Oh yeah, there's pi. So basically, I've never described this, but pi to the first 22 sig figs of pi, they're just a bunch of consecutive prime numbers. Now, if you start with the 1 and go to the point, and then go to the 3, and then go back to the 4, and then onwards, it works. A 0 and a 1 are prime. Last sums to 2, which is prime. No, these are not prime, but sorry. Dot in a line is a 2, let's say. Then you have a 3, and then you have a 4 and a 1, which is a 5. So the first 3 primes are 2, 3, 5. So you're at the 4 and the 1. Then you have the 5, 9, 2, which is 16, which is 7, the next prime. And here's the only thing that, like, kind of wigs me out, because it's the only time I use the 5 twice, but 5 is 55, and Nibiru, and seeds, and falling, and seeds. So, like, 6 and 5 is 11, the next prime, but if you use that 5 and 3 and 5 is 13, and then you take the 8 and 9 from the next, that's 17, you take the 7, 9, 3, that's 19, you take the next 2, 3, 8, 4, 6, of course that's 23, and those are basically the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 prime numbers. And I go further, I get 10 prime numbers. I don't know if I'll go any further. But, that's not bad. That's basically showing you the 29th sig fig of pi is basically 10 prime numbers. Go Google that. Go tell me where that's been said before. And the swastika. Like, I'm looking to draw something new on that board, but maybe draw an American flag or a swastika or Neptune's trident. I don't know. It's all pretty easy once you just learn how to add. It's new mathematics. It's bubble math science. What are we talking about here? What were we talking about here? I have a weird... It was when I was looking for L. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin's brain. I was looking for L one day. I don't think it's in that one. No. I know that doesn't mean anything to you when you're looking for L, but kind of pissed right now. I got a copy strike thing on a Bob Dylan thing, and I was pretty harsh with them. So, if my channel goes away, like, forever, it's probably because I was an asshole to somebody. But, oops. Oh, that's way too early. Yeah, it's this one. This is a magical one. Yeah. Yeah, so another thing I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about this how Umbriel and Miranda actually spell N-I-B-I-R-U, and then the leftover cells, when you like cellularly play with them, also spell Nibiru. And I was also trying to, like, why is Black Sabbath's debut album, why do they have a 2143? So 2143 is the answer to everything, okay? Where did I see that the other day? There's a 2142. I saw something 2142 as like an album thing. I don't even remember anymore. Oh, Black Sabbath. So many things in my brain, guy. Black Sabbath is 1970, right here. So, right away, it's interesting, their sound construction. You have, side 1 has 2 tracks. Side 1 has 2. Side 2 has 1. But side 1 has 4, and side 2 has, like, is this a 4 as a 1? And this one's a 3 as a 1? So it's kind of like a 2 and a 1, and then 4 is a 1 and 3 is a 1. So 2143. Anyways, he's got N.I.B. Now what the hell is N.I.B? That's just 1492. In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. N.I.B. It's just a cellular mathematical way of depicting why this wedge is formed. And why that 1/5 of Armageddon is so goddamn important. N-I, right? N-I, 14th thing and the 9th thing. There's a bubble and a bubble, and that 2 bubbles are a 2, which is a B. What else could it be? N-I-B. It's an 11. 11's a 2. N-I-B. N-I-B. The 9 cells on top needed is an I. N-I-B-I. The 18 cells that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 9 on top are 18 cells that are contained there and there. 18 cells is R. N-I-B-I-R. Well, 18 cells plus this 1/5, this 1/5, and this 1/5 would make a Y. Going down to jackpot, 649 or 6436. 6436, it's there. So we got N-I-B-I-R plus this stuff, U. Kind of looks like it goes like that, and then becomes this plantaloon. Kind of goes and does that. Kind of goes and does that. Flower. Come on, people. So, interesting. This is what I'm talking about. N-I. I said those instead of those, but B. 1/9 on top is the I. These 18 cells are the R. And 21 is U. 18 and 3. You know? And how it makes a 1, but you're kind of like filling this. To go down here means you're kind of creating the square. Maybe it's like X and Y and all that. Like X and I is a Y. 24 plus 1 is 25, which is Y. But, you know, what is it? Planet 9? Isn't Planet 9 Nibiru? Or is it Planet 10? I don't know anymore. But the 19, yes, thank you. The 11,730 not what I found here. I was looking at L stuff. The Roman numeral L. Why is it the 50th number in Roman numerals? And it must have been, I think it's in this green one. No, this one's super. So much better at this. Yeah, I really like the whole American flag. I've been noticing stars on everything now too. Crazy, eh? Crazy. It's just 38.48, 38.58. Yeah, it's right here. After before the Vontae Mac stuff. You know how Vontae Mac from the movie Draft Day is just K-E-V. And then it's all about numbers of cells. Anyways, I made it. It was kind of weird. But before that, I had this. And this is trying why I'm like, why is V... Oh, sorry. I was doing the Roman numerals. I was going O, I, V. And I don't think I've really completed all of them, but at least I've started all of them. And then you got to make the X as my channel, so I think that's pretty hard. But I was like, one day, like, let's look at L. And I was like, hey, L's here. It's the 12th letter of our alphabet, but if you make an L, it ends on 50, and 50 is L in Roman numerals. So I was like, sort of the same thing as... No idea. But I was looking at this. And then I said to myself, I don't know, remember I was making L's everywhere. And then I thought this L was fitting. This L is very fitting. And this is it in simpler forms. So, if you think about it, L, which is here, and 50, that's the number side. Let's look at the letter side. Well, 7, 13, 21, and 34. If you add up everything here, it sums to 21, which, look backwards, is 12. And that's the only 12 I can see. And it's kind of in the middle of this L, and it's before the outside. But there it is. And I'm looking, and even like, I think it was even before this, like sheets before this, I was looking at, yeah, it was right here. Yeah, I was looking at my name. I was looking at Y 11,732, you know, K is the 11th letter. E is the 3-2, is the 5th letter. V. A 1x5. Where's my 1x5? Oh, the line. 1173 is a 1x5 plus 1, 11 plus 7 plus 3 is 21 plus the 1x5, 20, I don't know. I is 9 and 117 is 9 and N is 11732. So everything just added is N. Anyways, I saw that and I was like, okay, what the heck's going on here? So I was like, hey, yeah, okay, a circled 11 to 12. These are all the circled values or something, but I was looking at this number. And then there it is. 11732. Kind of showing like an in and an out and back now. Maybe that's how you create an L. Oh, I usually have a pen behind my ear. Where did I put? Oh yeah, they're here now. This place is pretty. I don't think so. Much better. So, yeah, maybe that's how you write an L. Because you go, Maybe that's the construction of an L. And then 11,732 makes a V. I don't have to think, other than it is a thought. So I wanted to know where that number came from that I was looking at. So see, I was looking at this stuff and then this stuff, and then I got sidetracked, I guess. Oh, and then I wrote my resume to go work in a kitchen. Wow. Because that's really useful. But no, it's freaking awesome here now. Oh yeah. Like, check this out. Literally swivel right here. I could sit right here with my feet up and like read a book if I read books. So I have my coffee in the morning. It's awesome. So yeah, And always turning towards the future. Right? Every little inch matters here. You can't just twirl. Yeah, that's a rat skull. I really think it's cool, whatever's in his nose. It's like a little honeycomb thing. With heart. Batman. I don't know. So if I were gonna kill a rat, I'd probably hit it about right about here. Right about there. I'm not a rat. These things glow. I don't know what to say it is about jade plants, but when you have them in the right spot at certain times, like in the morning, even though there's not really light on it, it glows. And when it does get light, it glows. I'm trying it out here. It doesn't really get direct light here. I don't think it needs direct light, but it really likes direct light. Anyway, I like my tomatoes. My tomato plants are gonna get all big. That's gonna go all outside. All the little baby stuff's gonna go out here, and all the other little baby stuff's gonna go in the dirt outside when I feel like doing it. Yuck. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't even know why I started this. Don't think. Anyway, I find it very interesting, all of the above. My buddy and I are currently 38.58 for 110 days. The only other person I talk to about this in the whole world just so happens to be that. There's not much more my mind can take. Like, nothing impresses me anymore. Nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing anyone says or does is shocking anymore. None of this, it's like I'm kind of numb to weird stuff happening all the time. And it can't be me to think that there's a pattern. Like, and me alone. And for someone to critique or slander me or whatever, or get mad at me for pursuing, I don't know, a trending pattern? With so much weight and bearing on everything to do with life? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. So, I don't know, why did N.I.B exist? Why did he call that that? Why? You can't tell me, can you? Jesus. Perfect timing. Anyway, I'm done ranting. I'm really tired from just bizarre sleep schedules and I don't know, just sheer lack of things to do, but always being busy. Anyway, I think I have from the road the most unique. I actually went outside to take a look after I was done, and these guys across the street were like, "Wow, look at all that! Look at the window boxes! Look at that! Look at that!" And I was like, "Yeah, are you the gardener?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm bored. I am bored. I'd rather be doing other things with other people. I'd rather be doing productive things." I just find it funny that, I don't know, there's always a theme about writing a book. I have so many things marked on my phone, man, on topics. I don't know. Like, if I'm getting ready to write a book, I don't know if I could be set up any cozier for said arduous task of life. I'm gonna write a book that's gonna, put a perspective on the Bible for other people that might have a science brain and are inquisitive about math and number. Because I know everyone's curious about the truth, but they're not too jazzed about how to get there. Speaking about things to do, and I gotta put stuff away. It was laundry day and music day. Tell me about it.